who has a master's degree. She has a master's degree in divinity from Yale Divinity School. Over the past 14 years, it's a long time, she has partnered with individuals towards spiritual and financial growth as a path to healing themselves. Throughout her journey, Tamika has conducted thousands of transformative money, career, and business healing and coaching sessions, empowering her clients to break through limitations and embrace abundance with ease. For the past 10 years, she has more specifically served as a tapping into wealth legacy coach, where she has facilitated private and group coaching sessions, classes, and workshops that help unlock the true financial potential within you. Tamika's expertise and passion for empowering others to be on their financial freedom journey have truly made a difference in countless lives. Her ability to inspire and create lasting transformation sets her apart in the industry. I'd like to welcome to the stage. Here comes Tamika. Thank you so much, everybody, for your patience.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you all hear me? Am I unmuted? All right, awesome. You can take the slide down. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. You powerful money creators who are showing up today to take some steps. So I see, type in the chat where you're zooming in from. I saw we had some people from New York, we have Houston, we have Canada. Where are you all zooming in from so I can know who's in the room? Florida's in the house. I was just in Florida probably about 2 months ago. Where else? Where are people? In the UK, Spain, Vegas. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Toronto. Awesome. Well, welcome everyone. It is my absolute honor to be here with you on your amazing journey in taking steps. Your financial freedom journey is what I like to call it. My name is Tamika, and I am so excited to be your guide today. Thank you for showing up, or congratulations for showing up for yourself, for all of those people who are going to be influenced and impacted by you taking this step today. Because we're going deep, everybody. So get ready. Prepare your mind and your body. I say grab your pens and your paper and your water so you can be ready for today. Go ahead and type in the chat if you're ready to have a money breakthrough. Type in the chat. Type a yes. You can type a yes, or you can raise your hand. Who's here ready for a money breakthrough? Veronica is ready. Izzy is ready. Natasha, all right, all right. People are saying yes, yes, yes. All right, so pop a yes in the chat if you're ready to finally find out specifically what has been blocking you from having more income, having more savings, having more wealth in your life. Type a yes in the chat. So Cherie says yes. Veronica says yes, please. Izzy says yes. All right. All right. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. So this is how the day is going to be, or this morning. I'm going to be with you for about an hour and a half. It is very engaging. I'm going to keep checking in to make sure you all are tracking with me. If you could turn on your cameras, that would be really great. Even during the presentation, I'm going to share how you all could, still see everybody that's in the gallery view so we can continue to engage. So you all learned a little bit about, let me spotlight. Am I spotlighted? So you all heard quite a bit about the highlights, right? All of these accolades and things that has happened in my life, but it hasn't always been that way. I remember when I was 8 years old, I remember this because it was so deep for me. I believed that I should do what I love in life and I should make a lot of money doing it. And this was not what was believed in my household. My household was like, you got to work hard. You got to do, work so you can have this steady income, like working for the government or something like that. But that really wasn't my deepest desire. And I remember like for the first like 35 years of my life, I really did struggle to reach the level of success that I knew, like the financial success that I knew was possible for me. I knew there were bigger things for me in my life and that I had certain goals to, become a millionaire, to do all of these things that other people around me just kind of felt was far-fetched. But for me, I was like, what is going on with my life when I just experienced struggle, kind of a struggle after struggle when it came to my finances? And I'll share a little bit more about what had happened with me. I remember doing so many things to kind of reach this goal at an early age. I started at like 19 years old investing in, wealth building programs, real estate, stock market, all of these things because I knew there was something tremendous for me. I did all kinds of networking sessions for years, folks, for years. I traveled around the country, going from one state to another to try to, figure this out and learn. But things wasn't happening for me. I did selling, marketing, all the programs, right? Is what I'm trying to get to you from an early age. But despite my efforts, I still couldn't get traction. I couldn't get traction. I knew I had the ability. I knew I had the drive and the determination, but it just wasn't working. I never really got consistent financial success that I knew. Of course, I got some wins here and there, but it really wasn't what I knew that was possible for me. It wasn't sustainable. So I had to kind of keep dipping into, just getting a job. When inside my heart, I really knew that there was something more. I remember there was this job that I had worked in mental health. I was a mental health counselor. And I remember I worked there and the job was good enough, right? I was like, okay, I enjoy it enough. But in like 2 years into that job, I started having these experiences with my boss. I started getting harassed. And so picture this. I'm like 5'5". I'm 5'5". I'm in the office with my new supervisor, who's like the third new supervisor. So if you're starting to see what's happening here, and the director, she walks into the room, she sits down on the meeting that me and my supervisor is having, and she gets up and she starts yelling at me. So she's like 6'5", and I'm 5'5", and I'm sitting down and she's standing up. So you can imagine just what that kind of felt like when somebody is behaving that way towards you in a work environment. And I was just sitting there. I was stunned. I was literally in shock. I felt like I couldn't even move. And what ended up happening was I just left and I went to a client's house. I didn't deserve that treatment. I was an amazing team player. I had drive. I supported the office and the team, but I kind of got on her bad side because I was such a go-getter, but I didn't know anything about that. And so what ended up happening was as I was on driving to driving to my client's house, I started to have a panic attack. And hot tears began to roll down my face. And I realized that my boss could just fire me at any time she wanted, just for no reason. It like just really hit me. And I kind of, I pulled over and had that experience. And I realized that day that I can't let somebody have control over my survival. My survival, if I saw or if I failed, had to be in my hands, because if anybody just anytime can just do anything to me and take away my means for survival, that was terrifying to me. And after leaving the job due to stress, I couldn't get a financial foothold for a long time. I didn't know at the time what was happening with me. I know now, and that's one of the reasons why I'm here today. But it totally affected my ability to earn for many, many years. And within a few years' time, I lost my job, I lost my house, I lost my car. I almost lost my daughter in a fierce custody battle. And at 40 years old, I found myself moving back into my controlling father's house with my 10-year-old daughter. Just think about my credentials. I'm a go-getter. And this was happening in my life. My self-esteem was gone. It was shattered. I felt like a failure in every aspect of my life. At that time, I was an avid meditator, but that didn't seem to help. I did the affirmations and I followed Tony Robbins and Deepak Chopra, and none of that really helped me financially. And I'm gonna be honest with you all, I was confused. I was literally confused. I was like, how could I be such an amazing person, so capable, have all of this knowledge, invested in myself, but not get real and consistent results that I was putting in so much effort in for so many years, but feeling blocked, like I'm going, but I feel blocked. So I'll go again. That kind of thing when you feel blocked, but you know that you want to have that thing. So I was like, how how could this like be my life, right? I didn't recognize my life. So I was like, this is not the life I signed up. And one day it dawned on me that nobody was going to come and save me. Nobody was coming. My life, my goals for my life was outside the realm of the imagination of my family and friends, right? And I said, I had to figure this out. I just went into real focus mode because what drove me was like, I have to get in control over my life. I had to get in control over my finances. And I'm gonna be honest, even though I had that goal and I was trying to work towards it, it didn't get me closer to my goals on a consistent basis, my financial goal. Sometimes it actually seemed farther. I basically just felt stuck. And every time I tried to increase my income in big ways, I just kind of went into like this wall. But what ended up happening for me was about 10 years ago, I attended an event called the Millionaire Mind Intensive. Some of you may know it. I had attended that event like 7 times. And still, my belief was if I keep just doing it, I'm going to, bit by bit, whatever needed to happen. And I still was dealing with these money blocks, even though I, was doing all of this consistent work. But my belief was I'm not going to leave any stone unturned. I'm going to figure this out. And this time it really was different. It really was different. So this one time I flew all the way to Arizona to go to the Millionaire Mind Intensive, and I met this young man who shared with me he had a money coach who helped him start to get real progress towards his financial goals. And he was saying that now what happens is when he goes to that workshop, the Millionaire Mind, things actually start to flow and work because he has started working with his money coach. And after that event, I said, I'm going to find this lady. I just felt so deeply that, even though I didn't know exactly how she did things, that this was going to help me. I knew I just had to take that step, and I invested in a program, and I realized it was different. It really was. This time, the program actually worked. I didn't know, everybody, that what I really was experiencing all of those years were money blocks. I'm doing all of these things, taking all of these actions, doing all of these strategies, but I really had money blocks. And after I did that, I started to, have movement and with less effort, like, because I was going, putting this all effort. So basically, for the for over that year, I learned different tools and strategies and how to support. And slowly but surely, my financial situation began to shift. I began to increase my income bit by bit. I was able to establish a savings buffer. And what most importantly, for the first time in my life, I genuinely felt in control over my financial future. And so here, can you put on the slide? I'll share with you all. Um, so what ended up happening was just in 3 short months, next slide, after started working with my money coach, my daughter and I moved out of my father's house. We've since upgraded our living situation multiple times. Now I live in an area I love, drive my dream car. I get paid doing aligned work. And the most remarkable transformation occurred within was I was no longer shackled to like this fear mentality is what was happening. So you see here, this is me and my daughter. We're in South Africa. We're in London. We're on cruises. Like I really was able to shift that for me, and not only for me. As you can see, my daughter is there too. I shifted the legacy in my family. And my daughter started to not only live with a mom who was in survival, but now a mom who is thriving and kind of soaking that up. Next slide. So I learned a system that allowed me to systematically increase my income year after year. And I did this program. And in the first year, what happened for me, I added an additional $1,500 to $1,600 a month. That's added to my income that I already had. That was an extra 18 to 20,000 in that first year. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do it again. I did my own program because I'm like, I need to know if this really works. And so I did it again. Next slide. And I doubled my income. I doubled it. So I was able to bring in 3,000 to 3,500 of additional income from where I originally started like that year ago. So that was an extra 3,600 to 4,200. I mean, 36,000 to 42,000 extra income in the second year. So this isn't get rich quick. I'm not. Please, like, if you're looking for get rich quick, this is not it. Thank you for showing up so far, but this is not it. This is like learning tools and strategies that's going to help you to consistently be able to feel control of your life and increase your income. And over in the third year, I don't have a slide for this. So that was in a certain my business. I was an independent contractor. I was a do contract work. So I was increasing my income, but then I said I actually want to just earn more money in my coaching business. And so I did the program again, just more specified to what kind of income I would like to do, and which was in my coaching business. And that's exactly what I did. The same thing started happening, folks. To date, I've made more money incrementally each month, more money in my coaching business than I ever have in my entire life. It just keeps getting better and better. And this is what I help people and my clients do for themselves. You can take the slide off. I just wanted to show them that. So just like the money coach that I worked with saw my potential, I'm here today, taking a stand with you for this next hour and a half, dedicated to helping you make your own personal transformation. So you don't have to struggle for a decade like I did, right? You can learn from some of the information and the struggles that I had. And with this, this is what I do when I work with people in my Conscious Money Mastery program, so that you can break free from self-limiting beliefs, money anxiety, and easily anchor in new money mindsets so that you can get milestone after milestone. Don't you want to stop like having that next milestone be, so far off that it's one day? One day I'm going to get there. Can that day start to be now or next month or next year? Like it's very real. Okay, so let's see. I'm sharing my story with you all, and I kind of went a little deep, so you can not just inform you, and not even just to inspire you, but to remind you that you have the power to do this too. It's not just me. And you all heard, I became homeless with a 10-year-old. If I can do it, you can do it too. So lean into this masterclass and know I got your back. Engage. Don't check out. Sometimes we want to start to get distracted and check out. Like, I'm going to keep tracking with you, asking you to engage. And you all are ready. Are you ready? Type yes if you're ready to get started. Is that resonating? All right, I see some rocket ships. Let's go. All right. Yes. Yes. Norman saying yes. Carolyn saying yes. Natasha saying yes. All right. Awesome. Okay. So, folks, this workshop is only an hour and this masterclass is only an hour and a half, kind of a little workshopy. I will share with you as much as I can in the time that we have. And I promise at the end to tell you how you can take it further, how you can go deeper into this healing process. So if you like, I can share that as well. Sounds good? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, see some physical thumbs up. All right, awesome. I see Carolyn and Ty. Awesome. Okay, can we get the slide? I'll let this person in. Next slide, please. And everyone, I would love for you to turn on your cameras if you can. Also, if you go to the upper right there where above the presentation it says view, if you put it on gallery view, you can still see everyone. So I can see all of you all right here on my screen, even though the presentation, and that keeps us engaged. So today, what we're going to do is, I'm excited to introduce you to the Roadmap to a Money Breakthrough. It's one of my signature masterclasses where you will uncover 3 keys that is affecting your money and getting in the way of you increasing your finances. And today, you'll learn the 5 kinds of money, and I'll help you get clarity on 3 of those today. You'll discover your unique mind, body, emotion, money connection. So very unique to you, your own inner money matrix. That is the blueprint of your finances in those 3 areas. And hopefully we'll have time. I'm going to try to get through this. I'll take you through a short demonstration to help you start to release some of the stuff that is coming up, like your own inner resistance to having more money. So to get us started, so as you can see here on the screen, what we will cover, the three kinds of money and um, some more. But before we get started, let's do a small, let's set the atmosphere. You can take me off slide. So go ahead if you can relax a little bit. You can take a couple of deep breaths. I'm gonna take you through a short visualization. So just take a deep breath in and let it out. And just kind of start to calm. When we talk about money, take another deep breath in and let it out. And just start to center yourself because when we talk about money, it can take us out of present time, out of our body. So you're just kind of settling in. And I would love for you to imagine what life will be like if you were earning 100K a year. Some of you here maybe, your next level may be 250. So whatever, so let it be where you are, but at the base, we're doing 80, 100K, and that's 8,400 each month. And you're breathing. Imagine what life is like. You're attracting clients that are in alignment with your mission. You're confidently giving yourself raises. You're paying off debt, increasing your wealth. Breathe. You look at your statements and you see you have a substantial savings for emergencies. You have a retirement fund. Even as an independent, an entrepreneur, you invested in that. You have money saved to travel, so you're not traveling on credit. And you finally feel on track, happy, fulfilled, doing work that is your soul's desire. And because you're in such an amazing state doing what you love, more opportunities are just flowing. So just imagine an opportunity opening up, money flowing to you effortlessly. You've cleared money blocks and you're embracing what a life of true abundance really is. And just notice what that feels like. How's your body responding there? So this is the dream, right? This is the vision. This is what we feel we came to do here in life. Go ahead and type in the chat how you're doing after that visualization. How are you feeling? How are you doing? What are you sensing? Feeling grateful, says Itzy. Feeling calm, at ease, said Bernice. Inspired, at ease. Yes. And literally, you just start that energized, lighter. Okay, people are responding. Yes. Seems possible. Yes. Huh. Isn't that interesting? We literally only spent like 1.5 minutes doing that, getting in control over your state, and you already are sensing some changes. So why are people living in a state of anxiety all the time when it comes to money? If you are in control over your state, why aren't you doing that more consistently? So we're going to go into that. Can we pop up the slide, please? So what if I told you that the median income in America, next slide, it's only $59,000 a year. So this is from USA Today, but it's from the labor statistics. So, and this also breaks it down by ethnicities, and it also breaks it down by gender, cis male, cis women. Okay. So I go deeper into this in another masterclass, so we're not going to spend too much time, but I want you to notice that different ethnicities and different genders, and you can see here, Asians are the ones who actually make the most as women and men. So kudos and shout outs as being a leader in that area. So this actually matters because this also, what you're seeing here is also a part of our programming, the hidden programming that happens within us that keeps us at a certain level. And next slide. So here is from Forbes Advisor. If you'll see here, it reads, I'm reading on the top paragraph. It says so this is for business owners, small business owners. So I work a lot with solopreneurs and spiritualpreneurs. And you'll see here it says on this first line, however, the average small business owner salary is just 16% above the national average, which is the 59,000, and they're only at 69,000. Okay, so as a business owner, the average income is 69,000. Next slide. You all can research all of this. So there are various sources. Here, I just took this one for QuickBooks. They do accounting work for, small and solopreneurs and small business, some medium-sized businesses. And there are different resources out there. But this one says, in order for a solopreneur to feel financially secure, they need to bring in at least $100,000. But if you read here, it says more than half of solopreneurs say they would need to earn at least 100K in 2024 to feel successful, but 65% estimate their current net worth at less than that. So what we have is this dynamic that people on average are the median income being at $59,000 to $69,000, but having a goal, a base goal that I hear most people say, I just want to be able to bring in six figures, 100K at the base. And you can do it. I did it. And so, but there's some stuff you have to get through in order to get there. But the issue is they have this goal, but they're here, 59 to 69, working their whole lives just to get there. But having the dream, folks, to be here an entire lifetime. Okay, I can see you all. This is an entire lifetime of person. I just need to do this. Just let me get here. Now, some of you may be at, you're already at six figures and you want to go mid six figures. It's still the same. That's outside your family paradigm. You have to clear whatever that is coming up. So the question is going to be here, how can so many people have goals, desires, enroll in these programs to increase their income in mass, right? This is what the business owners are doing, like I did, but consistently be at this 59, 69,000. I'm going to, what do you all think about that? How is that even possible? What's going on there? What are your thoughts? I would love to know. Like, how is that even possible that a person can, have these goals, but their income never really increases in 5, 10, 15, 20 years? It seems like it's an impossible goal. Well, they feel it's possible because people say, I believe it, I know it, I'm meditating on it, I'm manifesting it. So not putting in the work. Why aren't they putting in the work, Izzy? Let me know. Opportunities, networking blocks. Opportunity blocks or networking blocks, says Storm. In today's time, I would kind of question it. They don't know what to do. What else? Just like you, they have unknown money blocks. Ding, ding, ding. Their unconscious beliefs. So here's the thing that I would like for you all to start to realize is that when there are areas in your life that are successful, right? You don't see you don't see blocks there in those areas that you're successful. You have the confidence. Things are working. There's flow. It's like, oh, something may come up, but you can overcome it, right? Because there are no blocks there. And I'll talk to you more about what we'll go deeper into what those blocks are. But if you have an area where there's a growth edge that you struggle, that you have to work hard to get through, and it seems like it's never really going, there's probably some internal block because there are other people out there just like you who are making that money, probably doing what you're doing or less. What makes them different? They may have positive associations and don't have blocks in those areas where you do. Raise your hand if you're understanding that. Are you getting that? Are you getting that? Does that make sense? Yes. Yes, people are raising their hands. Yes. All right, wonderful. Okay, great. Next slide. So, what if I told you that you're carrying hidden and unconscious programming that is specifically blocking your money and your wealth? That it is literally setting the level, the exact level of your income, of your savings, of the wealth that you have in your life. Wouldn't you want to uncover that for yourself? Let me see. Let me see some. Would you want to know what that is? I want to suggest to you that there is a mind, body, emotion, money connection involved here. So, what you'll do today is create your own personalized roadmap to a money breakthrough where you're going to plot how money is specifically mapped out within you, within your body, within your nervous system, within your particular beliefs. And I'm going to show you not only that there are these five kinds of money, but how each of these kinds of money has three distinct aspects and how all of that is going to go on your money map. So you can go to the next slide. So these are the five kinds of money that we talk about, that I talk about in my program: savings, income, wealth. You have your goals, so income, savings, wealth, goals, and toxic money. The three aspects of these five kinds of money are your thoughts, the type of money, each type of money is programmed for your habitual self-talk and how your habitual belief. There are the things you say over and over unconsciously to yourself. So each kind, savings, income, wealth, have different kinds. Today, we're mostly probably talking about your income, but there you kind of have to start to pinpoint all of these. Each one has this particular feeling or emotional state that runs through your nervous system, your primary emotional, your core emotional state around money. And then today, because of limited time, we won't have a lot of time to talk about it. Are connected traumas, where traumas can totally derail what's going on. So we're going to go over three, kind of very lightly because it is a masterclass kind of workshop. So we're not going deep, but so we're going to kind of do an overview of three of the five kinds of money. And I will teach you at the end how you can get coached through the others if you like. So can you pass out the money map? So I'm going to give you all a money map here. If you can quickly print it out, that's fine. If not, an amazing exercise. And you'll all be, if you want to, I can share with you my Facebook link at the, Facebook link when I email you all. So you can share what comes up in that money map for yourself. But today, what would be good if you have some paper, that's fine. You can translate it later and kind of see what's going on for you later. So next slide. So the first kind of money we're going to talk about is savings. So we start off with savings. So I want you to go ahead, and I'm going to go pretty quickly through this. Write down the exact amount of money, of savings you have right now at this moment. And if you have zero, that's fine. It's a vacuum. Notice what's coming up for you, even as you're writing this down, or I'm asking you to write it. Maybe you're like, I'm not going to write that. That's resistance. Why can't you write it? So start to pinpoint as you're writing that down, how much you have in your savings. What's the thoughts coming up for you? What emotions are coming up for you? What kind of body sensations is happening for you? Maybe you're starting to feel nauseous. Maybe the hair is standing up on the back of your neck. Maybe you're starting to feel weak. Whatever it is, write it down. And I've done this a lot with people, and the most common emotions that come up with your savings, strangely, is like loss, disappointment. Of course, there's fear or worry, like what if something happens and I don't have the money? But it kind of it goes to this idea of I never feel safe. I never feel secure. So begin to write all of this down so that you could, this is gold, people. I know people say, well, Tamika, I want you to tell me this is the goal and this is how I get there. I'm going to tell you the truth, folks. I've been working with people in terms of money for a long time. I used to give a strategy and they don't do it. I give them the strategies and then, okay, they may start it off, but a month from now, they're not doing it. So I said, there has to be something different. And what I'm teaching you all and my conscious money mastery program makes the difference. Okay, so don't like sleep on this. This is really important. So you're noticing any thoughts, any feelings. This is the programming. Okay. So what I want you to see is that anytime in your life before when you talked about your savings or wanting to have savings or trying to go and create some savings or starting to spend your savings, you can get caught on any one of those. Your nervous system is responding with this response: loss, lack, shame, whatever it is you're writing there. It's not because you have the savings. So you have this number or lack thereof. I don't know where you are. Some people come and they have some savings, some people don't, or some people have and they want more. Whatever you want. The amazing thing is when you learn to get in control, whatever you want becomes possible. You actually can take steps. So what I'm trying to get you to see is that uh, the wiring and the programming was there first. These feelings and these thoughts, they're going deeper than you even realize. And that is how you ended up taking a step or not taking a step that's been reiterated over years. And this is how your savings came to be this way. Because if you had other programming that caused you to take different steps, then you will be having a different savings. Are we understanding that? Raise your hand if like type a yes in the chat or if you're getting that. Like what you have physically, the money you have is a result. It's not the cause. And we're trying to get into the cause. Type a yes and yes, mindset comes first. Yes. Type a yes in the chat. Are you getting that? Or do I need to spend some more? Okay, 100%. Because this is core, fundamental. All right. So people are saying yes and Tasha saying yes. Okay, great. So now what I want you to do, and we're not going to spend too much time on it, is you may notice already if there are any traumas that are coming to mind when you are thinking about your savings. Like maybe, you know, you had to use your savings to pay for a sick person that you love. And, you know, and then they left you a few years later, or maybe you had, who knows, whatever, just if there's something that's coming up, I can't spend too much time in this kind of container on, you know, the traumas, because, you know, you need a deeper set container to kind of take you through that process. But just notice them and you can start to put this on your roadmap. And so now what I would like for you to do is notice, you could take off the slide for a second. What I want you to notice, and this kind of goes back to you know, when I showed you the income, is that when you're talking about money, this is a very core unconscious programming around loss, around am I enough? So we do that. We say, oh, I'm not making that money. Therefore, it's affecting my sense of self-worth. I'm not enough. It's not enough. I'm not enough. But none of that's really true. It's all programming. And it lets you know, like, okay, people in my family make this kind of money. People in my ethnicity make this kind of money. People of my gender make this kind of money. It's subconscious. How can you have the median income of everybody, every woman that's Black, fall into this certain frame? It's unconscious, folks. We learn it, right? So people in our family, people in our state, people in our country make this kind of money. Once you start clearing blocks, opportunities just start to flow. So basically what I'm trying to say is the wiring started first. The programming started first. The unconscious beliefs, thoughts, unconscious emotions literally led you to behave in particular ways over years since birth to create your money exactly the way that it is. And I know some of you may have heard this, some of you find like this is kind of shocking, but the important thing is once you see it, you can start to use tools to change it, to have a pattern interrupt, to disrupt what's going on so you can change it. But a lot of us, we live by default financially. All right, so slide. Type in the chat any ahas you're getting from this so far. Any ahas? Anything you're realizing like, whoa. Are you all getting anything? I know I'm We going deep. We got two more. And then I'm gonna take you through a process. Any ahas? Any? I need to look at mindset for sure, says Veronica. Yes. Does this sound familiar? Is it hitting in a certain way? Am I talking out the side of my head? I see you all over here. I'm telling you, put on that gallery view. Even though it's a presentation, you don't have to feel like you're there alone. Okay. Well, I can see heads. You can nod or raise your hand if you're getting something. We are taught. You got to tell me a little bit more, Sharice, about that. All right. So while people are typing, can we go to the next slide? I want to share a little bit about I'll share a little bit about a few clients today. I have some video testimonies too. So this is a client, Selene. Well, she's no longer a client, but her family inherited some units, and it's a longer story. There was a kind of a custody battle. I mean, an inheritance battle. But anyway, so they get this house, and they really can't afford to have the house, but it's actually units. It's 3 units on one lot, and they were fixing up the house, and they started to feel like the house was a money pit, and it was taking all the money, but it wasn't giving back because they didn't have renters in there. And she just began on this negative spiral around her ability to kind of rent this thing out. And it was taking several $1,000s out of their check every month to kind of keep it up. And so she found me, and I helped her kind of clear that, so she was able to finish the work, because at first it was like it was just going on and on. And then she had blocks on, is anybody going to rent it for the price that she wanted? And she ended up, lowering her price just a little bit, but she was able here. Let me see what she said. She says, I started to clear, after doing Tamika's work, I found that I had many blocks because this all felt so familiar. I started to clear what was affecting my money, and I found some renters who have been good at paying. She was even skeptical at first, but I got this testimony after a year. They had been paying their rent at least for a year after that. So she was able to start clearing things up. Okay. So I saw some people put in the chat. So let's see. Mindset resonated with old programming as being not enough. Yes, which is something we are programmed to think, but it's not the truth. And now we have to unlearn those limiting beliefs. Yes, we learn to believe a certain way since birth. Yes, yes, beautiful. Thank you for participating. Next slide. So now we're going to go on, and we're going to go through this fairly quickly. So go ahead and write the amount of income you have. Write it down, write it big, and already start to notice. And this could be your weekly income, your monthly income. Don't put yearly, it's kind of too far away, but weekly or monthly is good, whichever way works. And I want you to go ahead and notice already. Some of you may be on the wealth path, so you're doing passive income, residual income. It doesn't matter, whatever kind of income, business income. And start writing the thoughts that you're having. Maybe you're saying it's not enough. Maybe you're saying whatever it is you're saying, write it down, because this is actually the map you need, not some map that say, oh, here, how do I get here? Here, do this marketing, do this thing. That stuff comes once you clear the blocks. So you're getting a map of the blocks that that's been like this wall towards you all of this time. So go ahead and write down the feelings, the thoughts, any body sensations that are coming up. Maybe you can say it out loud. You're all on mute. I earned this amount, and kind of see how you respond to even just hearing that. And when we look at our income, it's really a basic nervous system wiring about money in general. Like, money is easy to come by, money is hard to make, money is scarce. There's so many ways we think about money, the nature of money. Money is not available for people like us. We got to work hard for our money. Like, if you have a belief you have to work hard for your money, you may can't get passive income where you work once by creating a structure and don't work again. You just check in on it. You see how that'll be conflicting. So I want you to start to see what those are. Maybe you have a belief everybody can't be rich because there's a limited amount. Just start to write all of that down. Because what happens is every time, folks, you go to increase your income, you go to ask for that raise, you go to get more clients, you go for a new business idea that you're excited about, you're actually running unconsciously those thoughts and those emotions that are coming up for you. So literally you're working against yourself if you have disempowering thoughts and emotions. And when it comes to your, I think I said it earlier, when it comes to your income, what's happening is there's this unconscious programming around your value, around your worth, around your family of origin. Like maybe your family, like mine was a working class, a middle working class family, but I wanted to have more money than that. I wanted to have, an expanded financial vision than they had. So it became like it's not safe for me to make that money. Like if I made it like my family, then it would be fine. But it wasn't safe for me because I was doing it different. All right, so let's see. How is this going, folks? What's coming up for you? Like type in the chat what's coming up for you when it comes to your income, because I know a lot of people come to this workshop because of the income part. What kind of thoughts and emotions are going on? Type it in the chat. When you wrote that income and now you're looking like these thoughts, these emotions, what kind of thoughts and emotions are coming up? Realizing how blocked I've been. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. What else? What specific thoughts? What specific emotions? What specific realization? Doubling my income feels like an impossibility. Yes, this is one of my beliefs. Yes, I feel it's not enough for the lifestyle I vision. Shame and lack of self-worth. Yes. Yes, you all are getting it. That's what's keeping. Those are the blocks. That's what you have to clear. And when you clear those kinds of responses that is happening within your body, your mind, your emotions, then opportunities just start to flow. Ideas start to happen. You feel good. You connect with the right people. You all see how that works. You feel inspired and you go do this and you meet the right person to tell you about this program that's just in alignment with you. Beautiful. Let me see. I think here we could do this one. Go to the next slide. So this is another client that I had, and she'll tell you she struggled with anxiety and depression, social anxiety. And after working with me, people do have some of these kinds of things. People get a job after they start working with me. This one, they start to get clients. But what I want you to see here was she said, I started handling stress better, started writing my successes every day. And there's a lot where before I barely had any. I was so afraid to try things I was afraid of. But I want to draw your attention here where she says, I really don't know how I'm doing all of this. I'm just automatically realizing that I'm doing things that I was afraid to do before. That's exactly how it happens, folks, with ease. As you clear the blocks, that big old backpack of bricks that you're doing as you're climbing the mountain of your goals, you let it out, you're able to take the steps. And it's in ease. It's just automatic. Um, it's very beautiful. It's a beautiful process. So we're gonna go to our last one because it looks like time is going. How many of you are enjoying the masterclass so far? Are you getting something out of it? That my income should be enough, but my body is not in tune with it. I'm getting a pit. Yes, awesome, Sharice, because that stuff is always there, but we ignore it. We deny it. We pretend like it doesn't exist, right? We go on. We push through it. I was the champion of that, but it doesn't help when it comes to your money. And over years, it just stacks and stacks. I'm getting so much of that. All right, wonderful, beautiful. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to wealth. So just like income and just like savings, I want you to write down the current level of wealth you have. So these are income producing assets, self-generating businesses, investments, real estate stocks. So you may or may not have those. You may want it, don't have it, or you may have it and want more. So just breathe. So already noticing, what's happening? with your body? Like, are you starting to feel anxious? So write all of this down. Notice any sensations, like they were saying they felt this in their pit of their stomach. Now you're start. So even just shine. So these master classes is about education and awareness building, where before we didn't realize it. There in my programs, I take you through the implementation of it, but awareness is a powerful thing as well. You're shining the light of compassion and love on this part of you that needs to breathe for so long. So right now, so we have the wealth, you're writing your body sensations, your thoughts, your emotions. This is your map. It's very important, people. So please take this time to do this. Because people, they leave and then they think they'll do it, but then they don't. They go on to the next thing, and the time is now. The time is now to change for the future. I was reading this I don't have a slide for it, but I was reading, there was this ancient Chinese proverb that said the best time to plant a seed for a tree was 20 years ago, right? Because then the tree could have grown. But the second best time is now, right? Now is always the time for you to make these changes. All right. So, what shows up in the level of your wealth is this deep unconscious programming around not feeling protected, right? So the savings was I'm not safe, income is I'm not enough, wealth is I'm not protected, I'm not independent, I'm not free, I'm not financially free. And the more wealth that you're able to build, and I say aligned wealth, authentic, authentic, authentic wealth for you that aligns with you, and then the more you feel you're on your financial freedom path, the more you feel free, the more you feel in control. Just like I was sharing in my story. All right. So I think we're kind of coming up to the end. So one thing I wanted to share with you that what you're holding in your hands is one of the most powerful money maps you can have. And I tried to reiterate that over the day. This map is exactly what has been blocking you, from reaching your goals. We did a basic overview, but hopefully you're already seeing like, whoa, something's there more than what I thought in the way that I'm having you look at it. And some people say, I want the maps, I want the map of the how-tos or what to do's. And I say, let's get this done. Because then if you get this done, then the how-tos become easy to do. You can do, at this point, I can do any of the programs that I tried to do before, like with the how-tos, and be successful at it because I learned the tools on how to clear my inner money box. And this map has the power to transform every aspect of your income, savings, wealth, all of these aspects of your life, because you're clearing what's been running you unconsciously, what has been hidden from you, what you couldn't see. When you're like, man, how come why is this? Because it's hidden. Now you're bringing it to life. So beautiful. What I'm gonna have one of my clients. I have a video, and it's like a minute video, and then we're gonna go into a process. So I'm gonna ask somebody already. Start to think. I'm gonna look for a volunteer. We're gonna do a mini demonstration. So kind of be thinking already if you want to do that. And I'll share a little bit more. So let's hear from Bianca. Is your share sound on? Okay, great.
I started with you. Remember, I told you I had all this like big debt thing I was dealing and stressed with. So I was able to pay half of it. I didn't know what they would agree to, and I thought maybe they wanted the full amount, and I wasn't able to do that, and there wasn't anyone I could sort of say I could ask for. For the first time, I went walking with my friend this morning, and I was thinking to myself, I'm really proud of myself that I handled this all by myself, and negotiated with the lawyers, and I was prepared to pay like $500 a month to get rid of it in like a year or less. Mm-hmm. And they want, well, he didn't even ask me. They just came back with this figure with $98, like, oh, this is what you pay a month, minus the half, which is like over $5,000 I gave, because I just wanted it. I was sick of it. It was causing me so much. and I just wanted to do it because I want to be debt free.
Yeah.
So I just went ahead and did it. And this morning I felt like, I'm really proud. Like, I'm glad she didn't call back, because maybe I wouldn't have had the courage to sort it out myself.
All right, so you just heard from Bianca. She was being sued for some debt, and she was going through the process. She was stressed out. She was able to pay off half of that. How she did it, only she can tell you, because it just began to work in her favor, and she was prepared to spend $500 a month for the rest to get this turned off. And they didn't even give her a chance to negotiate. They just said, "Here, only pay $98." That's how it works, folks. So can you take off the the presentation? So I'm very passionate. Hope you all are can feel this. I'm very passionate about what I do, because so many people walk around with this pay. They have no idea what's going on. They thinking it's their boss, it's the clients, it's the this, right? I'm here because I know better. I've experienced in my life repeatedly that as you clear what is coming up for you, that's in this your literal money map, which is just it's the tip of the iceberg. Now you have to go underneath to start addressing what is happening in your mind, body, emotion, money connection. So hopefully that's all kind of coming together now. And I use powerful mind, body, emotion tools to help my students clear these disempowering beliefs, these core states of being that changes their behavior around money. And I'm going to give you a sneak peek into, we started off with the visualization today, where you were able to start to change your state. And because we only have a little bit of time, I can't take you through everything, but I want to introduce to you a mind body tool called Emotional Freedom Technique, which is tapping. And let's see, can we put, I think that I have a slide on there. And so through the use of, strategically over time, I've learned different ways. Can we go to the next slide? To help people start to clear the mental and emotion. It's this amazing shifting process that help you continue to shift your thoughts and your emotions for programming that could have been there for decades, right? And so with EFT, it's a evidence-based technique. Sorry, I joined the session a bit late. So let me tell you a little bit about emotional freedom tapping. So, and we're going to do it. It has its roots, and there's so much about this in on the internet, so you can research it. So we won't go too much into it because we don't have a lot of time left. But EFT has its roots in the 70s, where several doctors were kind of, trying to help people with their phobias, and dealing with stress, dealing with fears that were unexplained. And one of these doctors, Dr. Callahan, he had this process called thought field therapy that one of his students learned, named Gary Craig. Gary Craig is the one that coined the term EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, also known as tapping. Clinicians use it now. They have clinical, it's evidence-based. There's lots of stories out there. It helps people process traumatic experiences, PTSD. It helps to reduce fight, flight, and freeze responses. It helps calm the nervous system. And in the way that I use it, well, also vets have been used. There's lots of different studies about it. To help deal with like the memories of war and trauma of war and different things like that. And I use it to help people clear this constant stress and anxiety we get when it comes to money. All right, so there's several kinds of tapping. We're going to focus on the negative tapping because this is the stuff that comes up. There's also positive tapping where you step more into the success. But first, we're going to focus today on the negative tapping. And it's such a beautiful process because it allows you to start to voice things. Well, actually, I'm going to let you have the experience. I'm going to let you have the experience. So let me see what volunteer. Can I have a lovely and amazing volunteer? Just raise your hands and we'll take you. All right, Sharice, can we unmute Sharice and spotlight Sharice, please? That's right, fast action taker. That's what I'm saying. All right, let me put us on. I could just see you here, Sharice. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for volunteering. And so Sharice is I'm going to share everything what you need to do. I'm going to walk you through the whole process, but this is for everybody, okay? So this isn't just you just looking at everybody. I want you to actually do it for yourself because I'm going to ask for your feedback. And so I want to show everybody what are the tapping points we're going to be using. And you can just tap them along with me. Sharice, you can do it. And everybody else, even if your camera is off, please participate. It's going to help you start to clear some of this stuff that was coming up. So these are the tapping points, beginning of the eyebrow. So you see where you just tapping very lightly. You know, like if there was, you got an acupressure massage or acupuncture, these are the same. And then you have the side of the eye. So you see just very slightly, it's kind of like, give me my nice pat. And then you have underneath the eye. So if there was a cry line, if a tear came, it's just here, just very, right here, Sharice, like you see here, like if this was the tear. So not here, but here in the middle, a little bit more in, like up. Yeah, there you go. And then you have above the lip, you have below the lip or the chin point. And then you have the collarbone. So the collarbone point is, so you have the collarbone here. You kind of drop down a little bit and there's a soft part. And I'm already starting to relax. You can notice if you are already. And then the top of the head, like the crown, when the baby's the soft part. And you just tapping very lightly. It's like really kind of open. And so now what I would like for all of you to do is to take a look at your map. Are all of those, and you say, I'm saving, I have this much in my savings, and say it out loud, Sharice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you feel like you're starting, it's feeling good. It's feeling So what I want you all to do is just say, I have this amount saved, I'm earning this amount, and note the thoughts and emotions that you wrote on that money map. And I want you to notice on a scale of 1 to, you can wait for me. All right, you must be a tapper, Sharice. Are you a tapper? Oh, okay.
Oh, no, and it feels great. So why not stop? Why not keep going?
Yes, it is very healing.
Relaxing.
Yes. I know you're jumping ahead. We got to get the measurement a little bit. So okay. Just notice how triggered you all are on a scale of 1 to 10. Scale of 1 to 10 right now. How triggered are you about how much you have saved, how much income you have, you know, how much wealth you have, and is it enough? And when you say it's not enough, just notice on a scale of 1 to 10, 0 to 1 meaning, oh yeah, it's enough. 10 meaning, oh my gosh, like this is triggering me a lot. It's a 12. Just notice where that is for you. I'm imagining it may be high since you all are coming for a money block, right? A roadmap to a money breakthrough. And so have that for yourself. And now we're just going to jump in and we're going to start off with some tapping. Oh, and I forgot, this is the karate chop point. This is where we start off. And so everybody, even though Sharice is my echo, I want you all to speak it out loud, okay? So even though you're on mute, say it out loud because it gets it out the body. All right, you ready, Sharice? You were born ready, it looks like. You're like, all right. The truth is, every time I think about my income, my nervous system is wired. To react with fear.
Through the act of fear.
To react with fear.
To fear.
Anxiety.
And
depression.
Tapping
on a karate chop point. Even though the truth is, my nervous system is running with shame, anger and sadness. Oh, keep tapping, Sharice. I still love, appreciate, and accept myself. Okay, you can keep your eyes open if you like. That may be better for you. Okay, beginning of the eyebrows, everybody. Yeah, you don't have to be in a meditation. So beginning of the eyebrow. So here's the eyebrow. Sharice, eyebrow. Yeah, there you go. I don't feel safe with my income.
I don't feel safe with my income.
Side of the eye. It feels very uncomfortable where I am.
It feels very uncomfortable where I am.
Side of the eye. Side of the eye. It's not enough.
It's not enough.
And I'm really feeling it right now.
And I'm really feeling it right now.
Underneath the eye. All of these feelings in my chest,
All of these feelings in my chest,
in my stomach, and my head
in my stomach, and my head
is running with these feelings
is running with these feelings
of anxiety,
of anxiety,
fear,
fear,
and lack.
and lack.
Underneath the lip. It's safe to let this come up
It's safe to let this come up
no matter how long I've been feeling it.
no matter how long I've been feeling it.
It's safe to let this come out
It's safe to let this come out
no matter how long
no matter how long
I've been thinking it.
I've been thinking it.
Below the lip, so the chin point, calm in my mind,
I am calm in my mind.
calm in my emotions,
I am calm in my emotions.
calm in my body,
I am calm in my body
around my income.
around my income.
Collarbone, so it's the collarbone and drop down. I honor all of my thoughts,
I honor all of my thoughts,
all of my emotions.
all of my emotions.
I honor my beautiful body.
I honor my beautiful body.
Top of the head. It's safe to let this come up.
It's safe to let this come up.
It's safe to let this release.
It's safe to let this release.
And it's safe to take some steps.
And it's safe to take some steps.
Just a couple more, beginning of the eyebrow. Calm, peace, and ease
Calm, peace, and ease
flows through my body.
flows through my body.
Calm, peace, and ease
Calm, peace, and ease
flows through my mind.
flows through my mind.
Side of the eye, calm, ease, and peace
Calm, peace, and ease
flows through my emotions.
flows through my emotions.
I say yes to ideas.
I say yes to ideas.
I say yes to inspiration.
I say yes to inspiration.
And I say yes to strategies and actions
And I say yes to strategies and action,
to reaching my financial goals.
reaching my financial goals.
All right, everybody, go ahead and take a deep breath in and let it out. You can stop tapping, Sharice, or you can't. Take another deep breath in and let it out. Take one slower deep breath in and let it out slowly. Just notice your body, notice the sense that you're getting. And just notice on a scale of 1 to 10 where you are now. Notice that changed. Did that change for some of you? Everybody, you could type it in the chat, Sharice. You could just say it. How are you doing? How was that for you?
I feel very at ease and very calm and relaxed, like open.
Yes. Yes. Anybody else feeling more relaxed? Thank you. Feeling more relaxed. I feel in my body. Yes. Anybody else? How are you doing? Did that number go down for you?
Yes.
Yes.
I was at like a 10, but
Mhm.
I'm like 7,
Yes.
6.
That's beautiful. And this was just 5
Just
minutes.
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine doing this, weekly and having a container and clearing money issues in states of ease. Then things just began to shift. Thank you so much, Sharice, for volunteering. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah. You. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. All right. Well, folks, I think we're kind of at the end here. this is what we're about over here in Conscious Money Mastery. This is my goal to help you create your income goals to start reaching milestones and doing them in this state of ease and grace and compassion towards yourself. Go ahead and type in the chat any takeaways that you're taking away from our time together. I would love to hear it. Any takeaways? Are you taking anything? Like, what stood out for you? There's a way through my blocks. Yes, for money wealth. Beautiful. Reprogramming the money beliefs. Yes. Healing and thriving financially is possible. Yes. Yes. Aren't you? I'm like still feeling that ease and that, like, it's very powerful. Good job. Good job, everybody. I know some more are going to be coming in, but actually dedicating time to these practices. It's easy to not be consistent. So actually feel, yes, word, yes. I don't need to continue to live on default. You all are amazing. You're getting it. Perfect. I don't need to continue. Yes, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for playing. Okay, so what did we do today? I'll share. Can we pop up the slide? Because we have about, 6 minutes. So what did we do? So today, next slide. You're like, oh my gosh, this was jam-packed. So today, what did we do? We uncovered 3 keys that are affecting your money and getting in the way you increasing your finances. You learned the 5 kinds of money. I helped you get a little bit clarity on 3 of those. You discovered your unique mind, body, emotion, money connection. That is your blueprint. That's your roadmap to a money breakthrough for your finances in 3 areas. I took you through a short demonstration on how to start releasing some of these inner resistances with more ease. I took you on a visualization to help you step into it. You did a lot today. And so this is what I do in helping people. And I wanted to share another video of someone of how what was happening with them. Let's hear a little bit from Chantel, because I know some people are ready to move forward and actually reach your very important income, savings, and wealth goals while you still have time, right? While you still have energy, while you have the health, while this desire is still burning and not waning. I don't want you to get to the place where it's like waning, like, oh my gosh, am I ever going to get there? No, interrupt that pattern. So let's hear from Chantel right quick. Then I'll share with you.
Since working with you, I have raised my prices too. I stopped offering like my lowest ticket item or the lowest, and I'm a reader. So, now I like have a set day every week where I go live and read for money. I have clients pay me for questions or mini readings, and I just had my second one yesterday, and it's been really good. I feel like this is, the lane that I'm supposed to be in is what I've been waiting for. During my time with Tanika, I was trying to really figure out like what is going to be the thing that like, starts getting me the money that I feel like I deserve, for sharing my gifts with people. And so that just felt really, really good to finally step into that. So I started last week on Wednesday. I did really good. I did one yesterday. I did better than the first one. So I'm just really motivated to like, keep going. I have gotten different bookings, new clients, tips, and things like that. People booking like higher ticket items or things that I have. One of the biggest things though for me with this program has been getting through what we just talked about, a toxic money connection that I had with my kid's dad as far as child support goes. I was actually in a position where I hadn't gotten child support in like 3 years. And as we started clearing things, that was never on my mind because it was at a point where I had written it off. I wasn't thinking about it. I just felt like, that situation is never going to be what I needed to be. So when movement with that started happening, it really just solidified that I was doing the right thing. By coming to group every week, clearing the energies that were blocking me, holding me up. A lot of the toxic attachments that I had were like repeating cycles of myself when I grew up. My dad wasn't actively, providing financially. And it was kind of like something that a cycle that I was in all over again with my own children. But we cleared it. And I actually went from, getting nothing from this person to help raise our kids to consistently getting support from him. And also he bought us a new car, me and my kids, like a vehicle that I put no money on. I have no payments. It's flat out mine. Like it's in my name. That has been one of the biggest blessings out of the program for me. And again, it is something that I had no clue we were going to get to that. Like I had no clue that that part of my life could even be healed or that it could even be looked at and changed but it happened for me. And
All
I'm
right,
really
we can
grateful. I'm
stop
really
it
thankful. Yeah.
because we're kind of going out of time. But basically, this is what happens in the program. For Chantel, for mostly people who come, they raise their income, they raise their rates. She got a brand new car. She cleared a relationship that needed to be healed, and now was getting even more money from her children's father, receiving windfalls of money. That's just unexpected. So this is what happens when you go on this beautiful journey of financial freedom journey of healing yourself in this way. And so right now I would love to offer you all a complimentary 45-minute money breakthrough session. And in this session, what you'll do is dive deeper into what we'll do is dive deeper. It's one-on-one, you and me, and we'll dive deeper into your particular situation, see where you are now, see where you would like to be. We'll create a mini plan for you to start to get traction or make progress. And if you're like, Tamika, I need more help, like I already can foresee I'm not going to be able to do this by myself. I can share with you my Conscious Money Mastery program, which is actually, just starting. But you don't have to do that. This is complimentary, no obligation. I just love taking time to get to know people one-on-one. And so go ahead and head to my calendar. The link was just put in there to secure your spot. It's not a lot of spots, but there are some. If you're ready to take a step, and next slide. And if you're ready to really take a step, I always honor fast action takers like we just did Cherise. If you sign up now, I can see who is signing up. Then you'll receive my Toxic Money Mastery Guide as well. And you just heard Chantel talk a little bit about that. We go through that in the money program more deeply, but you can get started kind of understanding what that is and taking steps. So go ahead if you haven't already. So you can do that fact section guide while we're still on the call today. You can still get that. Let me see if anybody signed up so far. But you're welcome to take steps. You could take that off. Take the presentation off. So I would like to encourage all of you to sign up for a complimentary. So we have somebody who's signing up already. I'll see you there, Grace. Because it's very powerful. So this is a masterclass situation. It's just a lot of me talking and that time together. People pay, almost $300 to sit with me. So I'm giving this to you complimentary so we can go ahead and get to the root. As you can see, there's some roots, right? That's bearing fruit. I want you to get different fruit. So in that 45 minutes, we'll go a little deeper than what we could have today. Okay. And some of you are already knowing, and if you sign up now while we're still in the masterclass for that breakthrough session, then you get the Toxic Money Guide and you get time to sit with me and we can see what's going on more. So this is all that I have for you all. I put it all out on the line. I tried to make sure that you all are getting clear. One of my goals is for you to make sure that when you leave here, you're like, I'm not confused anymore. I'm so much more clear on how I came to be where I am. And if you're ready to be on that journey even more, I invite you to sign up for that Conscious Money Mastery sign up for a breakthrough session, a money breakthrough session. It's still available while these doors are open. And that's it, folks. It's 11:30. So we have Carolyn, we have Grace who are signing up. Beautiful. I look forward to meeting you all face to face, learning a little bit more about you, helping you take another step in this process. So what we're going to do is we're going to close it out. Amy. Okay, so some people are like, I'm ready. I'm ready for another step. This is a big step. Actually, oh, Sharice is okay. So people are signing up. All right, great. So this is a big step, what you all did. Natasha, wonderful. I look forward to meeting all of you. So this is a big step coming to this master class. A lot of people don't make it, folks. They don't make it to even this. Now you have some information. And for those who are signing up for a breakthrough session, a money breakthrough, who are ready for another step, I'm looking forward. And then those of you who are on the call now are like, I actually know I need something. And you're ready. Like I said, my Conscious Money Mastery program is going. We're just getting started. This is the second week. And you're like, I need to know more about that. So, just hop on a call. If you have questions, you can hop on a call and we're going to play the music out. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm so grateful that you showed up. You're changing something in your life. You're doing a degree. So I look forward to meeting all of you who signed up for a breakthrough session, and we can do our music. It's my time. Whose time is it? Whose time is it? My time. It's your time, right? Don't let this slip away, folks. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Yes. I believe it. Yes, I'll see you, Bernice. You can do it. Sometimes we just need support. Yes, thank you, Grace. Thank you, everybody. Let's see who's else in the room. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, Natasha. Oh, Itzy, I just saw you. Thank you, Itzy. Thank you, Brady, Cherise, Takia, Grace, Natasha, Austin, Busisiwe. How do you pronounce your name? I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Well, basically the song is saying your moment has now arrived. Don't let it pass you by. It's your time. Yes, thank you, Sharice. Thank you, everyone, for showing up for yourself. Congratulations. Even just making it, because I know I bring a lot of high energy. But you can do it. You can do it. So go ahead and sign up for a money breakthrough session if you haven't already. I look forward to meeting you face to face. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, Busisiwe. Carolyn. Thank you so much.